Shoot Your Shot Film Festival. I'm up here with my guy, the creator of this whole event here, my homeboy Jabari Crowder, aka Lalo. Some of you know him as one other. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, man. It's been popping off. It's been going down. This is day 2 of the event, day 3 of the event actually. It's going down. You know, we out here live at the Atrium, man. So first of all, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody who may or may not be familiar with you yourself, and let them know how did you get all of this popping.
Well, again, my name is Jabari Crowder, you know, aka Lalo, depending on which one you know. But I've been in film for a while. I released my first movie, which was called Faking, which you actually did the sound and score for.
Right.
I did that back in 2014.
Yeah.
That was like a practice run, really.
Right.
You know, it was really supposed to be a short film, but we shot so much
into a whole movie.
Right, turned to a whole movie. And now it's just doing numbers on Tubi, so you know, it was just a blessing. And I guess it was a calling at the time.
Yeah.
Because you know, I was rapping at the time.
Right.
So, and I got so much love. Not that I wasn't getting love from the rapping. It's just I got so much love from the films. I just, you know, decided to just turn over.
Right.
You know, years later, you know, I make all these connections. I'm back and forth to LA, Hollywood, you know, making connections, trying to really get this film thing locked down.
Right.
And then I got a lot of people to, like, you know, I put out a bunch of other movies and part of other movies.
Right.
and series, and you know, I directed a lot of stuff, produced a lot of stuff, just over the years. Like, you just have to go to IMDb and look at my credits. You know, it's so much stuff I be forgetting that I did it.
Right.
You know, so, but I have so many people that I love, that I got love for when it comes to this filmmaking. Right. That I give them free game.
Yeah.
You know, I try to help them out and, you know, put them in a position to get distribution and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So, but I had both pulling me. I had Hollywood pulling me and saying, "Hey, we need some movies from down there."
Right.
But people wasn't making movies like they needed to be making them. So
when you say like they need to be making them, do you say like you mean quality, or they wasn't cranking out frequently?
No, quality.
Okay,
it was definitely quality.
Quality, okay.
You know, and that's across the board. We're talking writing, shooting, sound, coloring. You know, the whole nine.
Right. Okay.
So it's all about what type of camera you use.
Yeah.
And it's just everything. You know, even just on set etiquette.
Right.
Know, things of that nature.
Right. So
that's why I started my nonprofit, Low Visions Media Center, because that's what we're going to do throughout the year. Is just teach film for free.
Right.
Not just film making, but film business as well.
Exactly.
Because that's one of the most important parts.
Just no different from the industry. It's like, you can the creative, but it's 90%. It's 90% business.
That's why you hear a garbage song on the radio 1,000 times a day.
Right.
That's because they got their business in order. You know what I'm saying? And
but you ain't finna just see a garbage movie just scattered all in the theaters. You know what I'm saying?
No. Actually,
well, I mean,
you go to Netflix, it's a couple on there.
No, I mean, I said, but I'm talking about like.
But they got their business together. Though.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, and that's why something like Sharknado can just become a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like the absolute
I can name so many.
Most ridiculous thing I ever seen. Yet they've got 4 or 5 of them at this point.
Yeah.
And it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just
Hollywood.
Niche marketing also involved in there. So let's fast forward. So I heard you're doing the videos and you're networking. So what you did even with creating a Low Visions Media Center, what made you want to go out on a limb, go out, invest your money, and invest your energy into Shoot Your Shot Film Festival?
Man, I'm just gonna say God.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say God, because I sacrificed a lot, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I was shooting a movie after my house burned down.
Right.
Like, the next week I was on set paying everybody to film my movie, The Gas Station.
Right.
You know, so it's a passion. It's a passion for me, and I want to see others succeed who are serious with it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, to be honest with you.
Did you feel like it was missing? It was something that was needed more so than.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? Like you know. So, cause we have all these. It doesn't matter if you're a creative or whatever, and you have a platform, you build something like this that highlights other talent. There's inherently something that you just felt like you needed to do. Just like with Cable 100 Radio, this brand was created because I felt like independent artists weren't being served, you know, in real radio, right? So therefore, I had an idea.
So I did the same thing,
right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
it's like the underground of K100,
right?
So it's the same thing. So it was like I wanted to create something that, like, instead of just me telling you you're not doing it right, I'm gonna let them tell you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then show you some examples of it being done right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. You know, and let them critique it.
Yeah.
That way, it ain't coming from me as Glenwood Lalo the rapper.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's all you're gonna see.
Right.
You know, because you know me.
Right.
You know,
but even if they don't know you, it's still gonna, you know, people.
Right.
When you deliver criticism or whatever, or when you deliver a critique, you know what I'm saying. But in this particular setting, you know, and one thing I want to talk, because, you know, film festivals in and of itself is not something that, you know, people are just gonna normally attend unless they're in the industry themselves, right?
Exactly.
So, you know, getting people to come out and getting people to attend and sit down all day, watch movies they ain't never heard of, and,
right? Exactly.
You know, and then
didn't even know this person even do
right.
movie.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So what do you feel right now? This is the first one. We're like probably over halfway through the event. We're past the halfway mark.
Yeah.
And so, just give me your honest opinion about what do you feel that came out of it.
Oh no, I mean, it's a couple of people that don't even know that they have deals on the table right now. Like, seriously, like, it's a couple of people that don't even know it.
Right.
But it's gonna come to fruition. You know, at the end, everybody's gonna get together and, you know, network properly.
Right.
But this is, you know, I wanted to do something that, you know, it's getting done.
Yeah.
It's getting done. Like, I'm not looking for a bunch of rappers to come in and you know, get on the stage and perform. You know, I'm looking to connect filmmakers with the business of Hollywood.
Right.
That's it. And technically, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I get you in, I may need you one day.
Yeah.
Because you might be better than me at something.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You might can get into a door I can't get into.
Right.
For whatever reason. You know, so I want to be able to, you know, put you in position. And that way I got 100 people in different positions. So if I need to get in somewhere, hey, you know, Lalo put me in here, so, you know, let him come in. Because I'm going to always do the job.
Right.
And I'm going to get it done right.
So let's talk real quick briefly about some of the films. And I know you can't, because we haven't announced the winner or everything. That's tomorrow. So, but just talk about real briefly some of the films, some of the ones that kind of stood out to you with the submissions. And how many submissions did you have for this festival?
I had over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about maybe just if you can just give me a rundown about what you felt like the feedback was from the creatives who submitted material and who were a part of it, and some stuff that you saw that you was like, wow, that was really great.
Oh man, it's so many. It was because my judges are people from Hollywood. Like, they were secret judges. Right. So it was 9 of them total.
Okay.
And they're like in Hollywood. They're like behind the scenes, so they know quality films. And I knew what they were going to say when they reviewed them all. You know.
Right.
But it's, you know, the Pound JF, that was a good one. Trust Issues, you already know that dropped. You know, I'm in that one, so you know, that's, you know, a pretty good one. The Pseudo, the one that's on now, you know.
Yeah, right.
We got Tawana on there. You know, she did her thing on there. It's the D Control, that was
right. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Blexicans. I heard several people mention that so far.
Oh, Blexicans, yeah, Blexicans. Yeah. You know, most definitely Blexicans.
Right.
That was, you know, like one of the top ones. I could just go on and on. Sisters. Okay. I like Sisters because of the effects they had in it. 2052, that movie. Right. The effects they had in that one. You know, they picked them. I didn't judge any of them. Okay. So, but I knew what they were going to pick just by me knowing what a quality film.
Okay, as well. I mean, again, bro, like this is monumental. And just talk real briefly about just being beyond just being who you are, being a black man, and how many black people are actually organizing and putting together film festivals. I don't really know how many.
There's
you know what I'm saying? But you know, just talk about that real quick, because you know we've got the big ones and you know we got the small ones, but there's a couple of smaller, you know, film festivals that focus on our movies and our stuff. But it's not a whole bunch. I'm just gonna
speak on mine.
Yeah.
My goal is to take the stigma of the next Hollywood off of Atlanta, because we're not the next Hollywood. When you really dig deep and look into everything, we're not the next Hollywood. We're probably the next state that Hollywood comes to film at. Right. But we, as a people in Atlanta, are not Hollywood. But we have the talent. Yeah. You know, we're just like a lot of people. They chase music videos, but they don't even know they have talent to make a movie. Right. You know, or they might even know it and they just don't take it serious, and it might be because of lack of motivation. They don't have the people around them to motivate them to do a movie. Shout out to Terry Miles. Shout out to Terry Miles, who did the movie Record Out, because he is the one that gave me the motivation to stop rapping and do movies.
Right.
See, a lot of people, like when they see my movie Faking, they think it's my story.
Right.
But it's really Terry Miles directed that.
Right.
And it was freestyle. So we was just making up stuff as we went. So it's not, that story had nothing to do with me.
Right. It's guerrilla shooting a lot of it. You know
right.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
And it was most of it was Terry Miles, like, say this, do this. You know, and he showed me filmmaking, you know, and he showed me from a underground standpoint. And I still was able to get it on a platform.
Right.
So he showed me how easy it was. Like, this easier than rap. You know, just thinking about it. You got to go through so much as a rapper. You're not to discourage any rappers, trust me.
Right.
You know, if that's what you do, you know, do your thing, man. You know, if that's what you love, always do what you love. But in the film industry, you make a movie. You put it on whatever platform, it brings in money every month.
Right.
Or every quarter, or whatever, however they pay out. You make another movie. You make another one.
Right.
You can master that thing out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you got 10 movies that's bringing in 10 checks every month.
But what's the hardest part about filmmaking to you?
The production. Because pre-production is when you start getting all the people together that you want to work with. You know, especially if you have we're talking if we have a budget. Right. We're not talking like you ain't got no money, you're just trying to get some favors done. We're talking if you actually have a budget. Is because everybody has this misconception that you're going to build a team to shoot a movie. No, everybody has their own team. Right. The camera crew has their own team. The lighting crew has their own team. The grips, they have their own team. You have to hire teams.
Okay. So you're not hiring the person, you're necessarily hiring the team. But then you have to be.
But you're the executive producer, so they're all still under you, but they're getting the job done. So your job now is to filter through all the BS teams, right? Then pick the right teams to work together to make a good film.
Right, to create a film. All right. Yeah. Well, listen, man, I don't want to hold you up because I know you got a lot going on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here, man. But we got a panel in a couple hours. About an hour or so. So yeah, I'm here, man. Ask me whatever you want.
Anything I want to talk about. The panelists that you got coming out. Who are they?
We got Michael Neely. You know, he's with XS10 magazine. Okay. So he has a lot of Hollywood connections that I didn't even know. And actually, a lot of these people were brought to me from Hollywood. Okay. Like Michael Neely, I never met him, but Hollywood is really like they're looking at me like, look, we're gonna send you these people to. I can't take credit for all of this. Right. For real. Right. Like, Hollywood really walked me through this. Okay. Shout out to Film Freeway. You know, they really kept in contact with me like, no, don't do that. Right. Do this. Put this picture up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They walking me through it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's good to know. I didn't even I mean, because I don't know anything about them, so it would seem like, oh, maybe they're just like a platform and you got to do everything yourself, and they just put the template up and just say, they kind of set it up to where we'll help you sell the tickets, but I wouldn't think they were more hands on or anything.
No, I would send them an email and they would send one right back. Okay. Like, no, it could be late at night or whatever, because they know when you logging in anyway. Right. They know every time you log in, and they know they've done their background on you already.
Film Freeway, by the way, is a company that he used to work to help build the festival and kind of get it out there and put it on display.
Yeah, much, it's one of the major film festival platforms for film festivals. Not just films, but for film festivals. Right. A lot of people in Atlanta don't even know what a film festival is. Right. And that's partly why you was talking about earlier with other film festivals. Because everybody doesn't do them the same. Yeah. But when you look at the bigger ones like Sundance and stuff like that, and you really get an understanding of what it's for, the whole point of it is to get filmmakers, good filmmakers, connected with Hollywood. Right. Because they're going to always need content.
You always need a movie. You got to drop a new movie.
Always going to need a movie.
You can't just, I don't care who they are, they got to put another movie out there. They got to make more money. You know what I'm saying?
The day you die, they're going to need a new movie. Right, yeah. Or a series or
something. It's got to be something.
So, and with me, I could just make up stuff and just keep going. Right. And sometimes I'm a producer now. Right. Now I just look at people's stuff. I'm like, oh, that's good. I'll put some money behind that. Right. And it's a different ball game. When it comes, because I know how I know how music is.
Oh yeah,
tough.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah.
But this is actually, to me anyway, simpler.
Right.
Because you can
on the business end or the
the business end.
The business end, yeah. The creative end, I know this is much more complex than just dropping the album. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
making a movie and making an album is not the same.
On the business end, like if you do a nice film, on the business end, you can come out real clean. Yeah. You know, real quick if you know the right people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Whereas you can make a masterpiece and it never gets heard as an artist.
As an artist, right?
You know
exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So I anticipate like 50% at minimum of these people getting a deal with Hollywood. Okay. Hollywood is definitely here. You know that.
Right.
And you're not gonna see him with wearing gold chains. You see, I ain't got mine on no more.
Right. What's the point?
Yeah. What's the point? I'm not a rapper no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a film producer.
Right.
Know? So and they don't like to be
flamboyant.
Right.
Yeah. You know
exactly.
That's not the point.
Because, and you know why? Because people give them millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To go find movies.
Yeah.
For them.
Right.
Shout out to Legion M. I'm an official member of Legion M. You know, I'm an official movie scout for Legion M. So shout out to Legion M. If y'all don't know who that is, just looking up Legion M. Look up Legion M Atlanta too, because I just started. But they're an investment group,
right?
Private investment group. You know, kind of like hedge funds, but it's just about films,
right?
And it was made by the fans.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. So that's see more game, more information, man. So all right, this is the first one. You already getting ready for the next one, I know, right?
Oh, it's already reset. All I gotta do is press the button.
Okay, all right. So you go every year around this time. You know what I'm saying? We gonna expect to see a shoot your shot.
I don't know the way this one turned out. You know, is the right vibes and right people. You know, the way this I might swing back around 6 months. I don't know.
I make it annual.
It's still annual, but you know.
Make it annual.
I don't know, but I'm definitely going. I got this is actually a program on the nonprofit.
Right.
So I'm actually going to be filming throughout the year anyway. Yeah. You know, getting that's what the grants are for. You know, that's what the donations are for. So we can teach filmmaking for free.
So let's make sure that they can connect with you on that particular lane, and where can they get the information? Where can they sign up for the free film classes and all that? I want you to give out all the information they need to know so they can connect with you about the next film festival and also Low Vision's Media Center.
Well, actually, this is the actual kickoff of Low Vision's Media Center.
Okay.
And Shoot Your Shot Film Festival. Right. So I'm doing them really at both at the same time. So it's Low Vision's Media Center sponsoring Shoot Your Shot Film Festival. Right. Shout out to all the other sponsors too. Too many in the name. But right after this film festival, we're gonna go into classes, and you're hearing it here first.
Right.
The classes are going to be here in this building at the atrium.
At the atrium. All right, that's dope.
Yeah,
nice venue. Shout out to the people here. You know, they've been they've been nice and helpful. So,
shout out Terry. You know, the owner. So we're going to be doing classes here.
Okay.
All throughout the year, and we're going to be getting budgets to do films.
Right.
So as we're teaching you hands-on as well.
Exactly. How to create and get the money to finance it, which is the most important part at the end of the day.
Right.
It's the business. Got the money. Yeah.
It don't mean anything.
Business is business, baby. Yeah. Business is business.
They gonna teach you film in school, but they ain't gonna teach you the business.
Absolutely. All right. K100 Radio. My guy Laylo, Jabari, Crowdo, however you know him. He's the guy of the day. He's the man behind the machine. He's the man. He's the brainchild behind what we're here at the Shoot Your Shot Film Festival, man. So you guys make sure you connect with him. All right. Any other particular information you want to give him before we go, bro?
Just go to the website lowvisionsmediacenter.org. That's center spelt CENTRE.org. Low Visions, LOVIZIONZ Media Center, CENTRE, not ER. .org. And just go check out the website, make a donation. Just help us out, because that's what we're doing. We need people to help us so we can help them.
Exactly. All right, K100 Radio. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube right now. Shoot Your Shot Film Festival.
K100 Radio.